Hello everyone, HOLLOWTIDE here, and today I want to talk about a few things that we can maybe expect to come with Halo Season 4. We are 60-some days away now, depending on when this video goes up, from Season 4, which I would assume concludes after Season 3, and that would be June 27th. And if you've been following the channel for a long time, you know that we've covered the leaks and stuff here and there. All the stuff is like super unconfirmed until 343, comes out and actually talks about it. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter ask the community managers, Unishek and Sketch and all of them, when they're going to talk about Season 4, and they've actually been like, well, we're not going to touch on Season 4 stuff until we're finished talking about what's happening during Season 3. And we still have the narrative event. We still have the Plaza remake coming at some point this season. Maybe some secrets, who knows? But before we get into the video, make sure that you sub to the channel. We are grinding away to 15,000 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate it. We have new people join the community every day, and I think that they also enjoy it. So, yeah, it would be a great help. I know like 75% of you who watch my YouTube videos aren't subbed, so what are you doing? Just go ahead and sub. But let's get into the video. Really, it seems like Season 4 is going to be even more beefy now that we've had this Season 3. This was the start of seasonality, kind of like what expectations should be when it comes to Halo Infinite seasons. And it looks like they've been pretty busy. So obviously, I think that we can expect new modes and maps such as Extraction, Infection, Bastion. It looks like a map called Scar is also going to be in the game, or Engine, if you guys remember that one from before. And we should be getting at least one new arena map as well to keep up with the expectations of Season 3. Who knows if we're going to get more Forge remakes put into the matchmaking playlist. Obviously, the Community Collection playlist is going to get more maps. I hope that we get a BTB playlist with a bunch of Forge BTB, maps and modes and stuff, because I feel like that is sorely needed. Maybe we'll see some type of firefight activity come later on, especially with the addition of the capabilities of Forge that the community has. I expect us to see some type of PvE activity. I think that it's desperately needed. We've talked about it before. Gotta have some type of mode for people to go into when they just don't want to shoot at other people all the time. I think that it can get frustrating. You need something where you can just go relax and shoot aliens. And I think that that's been a huge downfall for Halo Infinite, is not having, like, campaign replayability or firefight or anything like that. It's also looking like we might see new vehicles and a new piece of equipment, that being the Falcon and the Quantum Translocator. Again, if you've watched the channel before, you know all about the Quantum Translocator and how cool that could possibly be. I don't know if that's going to be something that we see in the HCS playlist or ranked playlist, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. And then the Falcon obviously is from previous games. And I feel like that would be a fun, middle ground transport kind of vehicle. I feel like obviously we don't have something like that in the air. I don't know how strong or effective it's going to be when you have things like the shock rifle and disruptor and the skewer. So who knows? Maybe it'll have a little bit more beefiness to it. Maybe it'll take 2 skewer shots. I don't know. But I think those are things that we can look forward to. Obviously, we're going to be getting more customization options with Season 4, and I hope that they talk about the cross-core stuff, because once we got visors, that's pretty much been it. But I really feel like they've been working on getting a giant mass group of stuff to be able to be cross-core, and then they're going to release it all at once instead of little by little now. So it's kind of more of a big deal, once it actually happens. That's what I think, at least. I also think that we're going to get more weapon coatings, especially to the banished weapons in the game, because I would personally love a stalker rifle coating. I think that we're going to see more customization options like that as we start getting into more of the seasonality stuff. We've known for a while now that obviously there's going to be 2 armor cores. Well, 1 new armor core, and that's the hazmat suit, and that will be canon. So I am excited to see how they incorporate hazmat into the canon, because like the Flood, that's what I would think. I don't know if it's going to go along with the AI infection stuff, because I don't know if you can. Why would you need a hazmat suit armor for that? I don't know. I guess you could spin it that way, but we will see. The Season 4 Fracture event will actually be Tenrai again, and there's going to be a new Battle Pass, obviously. and a lot more armor customization coming. So fingers crossed that the Yoroi armor core starts looking even cooler than it already does. If you're a weeb, you know what I'm talking about. I don't think that we're going to get a new weapon for Season 4, so that's unfortunate. But hopefully we see progression or career ranks or whatever it is they're working on to come, because even if it's in a beta version, I think getting it in the game would actually be huge. And I also think with like a PvE content stuff coming, we really do need the progression system like ASAP. Again, the narrative events will also continue and will most likely just continue the story. We are currently exploring the season with Iratus and taking over Spartans. That's not a very good impression of him. I'm really sorry that I did that. I apologize. Now, I want to ask you all a question. Do you think that these are expectations that are going to be upheld? You know, now that we've had Season 3, we've kind of seen what seasonality looks like. Do you think that we're going to get more or less? Or are you excited for Season 4? I know that there's a ton of stuff out there in regards to leaks and stuff, and it's hard to touch on all of them and stay up to date, and then you really don't know how far along the content is that, you know, they're working on. So it's like, do I really want to quote-unquote report on this stuff if I'm not super confident that it's going to come out? Even with like the Falcon, I don't know. I've seen it both ways. I've seen some people say that there will be no new vehicles in Season 4, and then I've seen people say, like, the Falcon has been done, you know, for months now. I think it's going to come out. So who knows at this point? I also want to say that if you like me, I guess, this is weird now. If you want more of me, go to twitch.tv/HOLLOWTIDE_. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comments down below. I need your help. I would love to hang out with you more and more, and live streaming is an easy way to do that. So obviously we can play games together and stuff. Maybe we'll get a community night going, but I would greatly appreciate it because I'm trying to build up my Twitch following. I love all of you. That's going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.